beings. I've been asked recently why some people are successful at what they do and why people are not. What do I think about low vibration and high vibration and frequency? Well, for some of you, this may be new terminology, frequency, vibration. For some of you light workers, you're already on the path and you're excited to get more tips and more hacks of how to fine tune your vibration. The truth is that everything is frequency and vibration. Everything is the waves you're pulsating to the universe and the waves that you're able to receive as a living being. I want you to imagine that you are like a radio and you are always constantly pulsating certain frequency, and by you pulsating this frequency, you're telling the universe that you're able to receive the same frequency. And this is where the law of attraction, the secret, and all of these secret teachings have been pointing us, but they can't really tell you what it is because this is something you have to experience. But they're all pointing towards the same thing. That which you are is what you will manifest. That which you are is what you will attract into your life. You can't expect to want something if you're not that something. And I see so many people in this work of growth and coaching and spirituality calling for abundance, calling for love, calling for success, calling for recognition, when themselves they're not feeling abundant, they're not feeling loved, they don't feel themselves recognized, or they don't feel successful. And this is why the example of a radio is very accurate for learning and hacking your way through this lifetime and not having to do 1,000 repetitions to be able to achieve what you want. So please pay close attention to what I'm gonna be sharing. What you're getting in life is exactly what you deserve, period. No more nor less. What you're getting is what you deserve. And this is because you've been pulsating, you've been tuned into a certain frequency, and that frequency is what is attracting and generating your life experience. So if you are not happy or content with what you're experiencing in life, with what you see, with the relationships you're having, with the amount of money or abundance you're experiencing, you have two options. One is blame others and try to save the world and change the politicians and blame the banks and blame corporations, which I'm not saying that they're not a big part of what we're experiencing in life. But to the core of what you're living on a daily basis, you can blame others or you can choose to change yourself. Not because there's nothing wrong with you, but because you know you deserve better. And now you have a new awareness of where you could be and where you are heading. And if you don't, let me tell you, FYI, you deserve nothing but the best. You deserve all the millions in the world. You deserve all the love in the world. You deserve all the abundance, all the health, all the recognition, all the success. But first you must claim that for yourself. So this second option, which is the one I've been embodying for several years now, the one that I've been sharing with many clients, is change your frequency and elevate your vibration to that which you are calling into your life. As I mentioned before, you cannot get something or you cannot want something unless you are that something. So if you're calling love, instead of blaming others for not giving you love or for not finding the right partner, why don't you experience love from within, raise your vibration, and pulsate love through every single cell of your body? And that will create a rippling effect, and that will be sending a message to the universe, and that will attract the right love, the right partner to your life. Because some people complain that their partner is not X, Y, or Z, but then themselves are not pulsating to the frequency they're calling. So you're only gonna call more of the same. And the same goes to negativity, hatred, jealousy, greed. If you're a greedy person, you're vibrating to the vibration of greed, you're gonna attract more greedy people. And this is very simple to see. We all know some people that are very negative, or the people that are always complaining. And every time we see them, which I honestly stay away from friends, I still appreciate them, but I stay away from friends and respect them, of course. I stay away from friends that are always negative or complaining, because they tend to attract more of those situations towards their life, more people like that. The people that think that that everybody is taking advantage of others are always attracting people that take advantage of them, because the universe is always looking to fulfill whatever we have in our mind, whatever vibration we're pulsating. So coming back to the radio transistor example, we got the power to change our frequency and fine-tune our frequency and vibration to that which we know we are meant to be living. And this is where magic happens. The first thing you have to acknowledge is that you've been tuned in to a lower frequency, to a lower vibration. And the second is, do something about it. Don't keep complaining. Complaining doesn't take you anywhere. Actually, complaining repels anybody that could be willing to help you or to support you on your journey. And you know this, when you hear somebody complain, you just don't want to be around them. So, number one, realize that you've been tuned into a lower frequency, that you've been living a life to a lower vibration. I don't care why. I don't really mind what happened in the past. Just acknowledge that. And second, do something about it. And third, what can you do about it? Raise your vibration, increase your frequency, and see your life transform in front of your eyes. And how can we transform, upgrade, tune in our frequency to a higher realm, to a higher octave? It's easy. Focus in what makes you excited. Focus in what makes you come alive. Even if it doesn't make sense, because your mind is still attached to the old frequency, to the old way of doing things, to the way many people are doing things, to the way your parents are doing things, to the way school or university taught you to do things, which is a very mind-centered way. Doesn't mean that it's going to be good or bad. It's just very rational. But rationality doesn't take you to happiness. Rationality doesn't equal happiness. So focus on something and dedicate your time into something that gets you excited. I'll give you an example. For me, I love doing extreme sports. So I go paragliding, or I go surfing, or I go skiing, and that makes me excited. And I'm not looking to do that to make money. I know I'm not going to be a pro athlete now. I could maybe, but it's not my focus. I'm not doing that for money. I'm just doing it because it makes me feel alive. And before I discovered the law of attraction, before I discovered or even knew the vocabulary of vibration, frequency, awakening, I was already experiencing it, because my intuition, my gut was telling me, go do something fun and you will receive more fun. And that's why people that are adventurous live an adventurous life. People that are negative live a negative life, because you dedicate your time to that which you hold in your mind. So you acknowledge that you've been vibrating, pulsating, tuned in to a lower frequency. And there's no shame, there's nothing wrong about it. Now you're aware of it. Second, you choose to do something about it. You don't complain, you don't nag, you don't become a victim. You're like, oh, poor me, my life is horrible. Now you realize that you're vibrating a lower frequency, you do something about it. And three, you focus your attention, your time, your whole presence into something that makes you come alive. Sports are great, extreme sports are really, really good. Cooking is amazing, learning is great. Like, what is your passion? What are you interested in? Even if you don't dedicate your life to that, but if you're interested in yoga, at least read a book about yoga. If you're interested in sustainable building, do a course in sustainable building without even looking at the outcome. Just put time into things that make you excited. If it's traveling, go travel, even if it's just a weekend. You don't have to tour the whole world. Just do something that makes you come alive. And this is where adding all these steps creates the bang. This is what creates the real magic in your life. All of this is bringing all your attention into what matters. It's creating these sparkles, these butterflies, which creates excitement. Excitement raises your vibration, your frequency, and when you tune in into high frequency, high vibration, which means you're taking yourself to a higher octave, to a higher accord, you are tapping into synchronicity. And synchronicity is this time and space, is this quantum field where everything is possible and where everything you need will be coming at its given and due time. The right people, the right experiences, the right words, the right thoughts, everything will be coming because you are elevating your mindset, your heart set. You're elevating your frequency, and this allows you to receive the best of the best. And you might be asking, why don't I receive it before? Is the universe conspiring against me? Of course not. That's not how it works. The universe loves you, dear one. The universe wants nothing but to support whatever you want, whatever your call is. But if your thoughts and your frequency have been focused in what you don't have, in the things you lack, in the things you've lost, in the trauma, in the past emotions, in the story, in victimhood, because the universe is so generous and the universe loves you, it just wants to keep fulfilling whatever you're holding in your mind, whatever vibration and frequency you're holding. So, if you want an abundant, prosperous, loving, happy, joyous life, put your attention into joy, love, abundance, prosperity. And then the universe will fulfill your wishes by bringing more of that and those things. That easy. But it's all about the law of vibration, and everybody talks about the law of attraction, and I think it's great, and you can watch the movie and you can read about it, but the law of attraction is the second law. The number one law is the law of vibration. Before you can attract anything, you have and you must vibrate to that thing, to that energy, to that emotion. And we already know that it's all a matter of perspective. And this has been verified through quantum science, which, as far as I know, it's the most precise science we have today. And quantum science has always said that it all depends on the observer. We can have two different outcomes because we have two different observers, even if we give the same environment and the same circumstances. So, what does determine one observer's outcome to the other? What they're expecting. Their vibration creates the expectation. So, again, if you don't like what you see, if you're not fulfilled with your life, if you're not waking up excited and thrilled for the day you have ahead of you, if you're not excited for where your life is going, if you're not excited by the people you're surrounded by, change your vibration, changes your expectation and your outlook through life, your perspective, and the result will change. But most people really are trying to fix everything outside of themselves, hoping that things will change. You can change partner, you can change a house, you can change a car, you can have $1 million but still feel not worthy, still feel miserable, still feel poor. Because things and external situations don't matter. What it matters is your perspective, your vibration, and that will determine the quality of your life. That simple. So for all of you light workers, for all of you in this spiritual path, for all of you just entering this spiritual path, don't forget to tune in your frequency into that which makes you come alive without the expectation of money, recognition, or success. Just tune in your frequency, align yourself to that which makes you come alive. And if you don't know, research, study new ways, new subjects, new hobbies. And in that journey, you will start to feel what makes you, hey, super excited. And in that journey, you will discover also what doesn't make you excited. And the more time you spend engaged in things that make you excited, with people that make you feel excited, the more exciting your life will keep becoming, until you wake up one morning and you'll realize that your life is nothing but pure bliss and pure excitement. And remember, all of this could be a nice lecture, it could be a nice video to watch and just remember, it could be just accumulated knowledge. But the real deal is when you put it into practice. Knowledge is just potential power, and if you put these simple hacks, these simple tricks into action, that's when you discover that the knowledge has become into power, but it has to be into action. To summarize the video, realize that you've been vibrating at a lower frequency, at a lower vibration that you know you deserve and that you could be vibrating. Second, do something about it, don't complain. Third, change your attention and the energy you spend into something that makes you come alive. And once you do that, everything starts to change because your vibration goes up, frequency goes up, synchronicity starts to come your way, and you start to attract the right possibilities, the right opportunities, and you realize that you are the master of your creation. Namaste, and leave me a comment below telling me how does it feel to be able to shift and tune in your frequency into the higher realms, into the realms of possibility, opportunity, and abundance. See you soon.